Hello to our contemporary ushers.
And our contemporary communion servers.
We know our communion setup in the contemporary worship has not been ideal, especially for mobilely challenged people, so we've devised a plan to fix that. But first, we want to make sure the process of serving communion is comfortable for both you and the communicant.
If you're serving in the contemporary worship space, meet your fellow server at the front wall where the communion elements are housed. Please use the hand sanitizer at the station and then uncover and prepare the elements for serving. If you're serving the bread, make sure you have a handful of the gluten-free pre-packaged option as well, so you can offer them to those who need them.
Please allow the communicant to open their own wafer so gluten dust from your fingers doesn't contaminate the wafer. Depending on the severity of the allergy, that might make a difference, so just hand them the package. If you're serving the wine and grape juice from the tray, again, make sure you've sanitized your hands before handing them a cup.
When you reach out to bless the children, if you're going to touch them, make sure you bless them with your left hand if you're handing out cups with your right, to make sure you don't contaminate the rim of the cup you hand to the next person. Grape juice is a lighter color in the center of the tray. Wine is a deep red on the outside of the tray.
As you serve more frequently, you might remember which people regularly take grape juice and which regularly take wine. If you know, feel free to offer them what you think they prefer. However, be ready to change quickly if they request the other option.
Occasionally, worshipers will have tremors and will need assistance in receiving communion. Feel free to pour the cup into their mouths if they indicate they'd prefer that. Others find it easier to break and dip the wafer into the cup and receive their wine or grape juice intinction style. If someone chooses that option, please remove the cup once it's been used and put it in the used cup basket.
If you run out of either option, grape juice or wine, please pause and get a new tray so that every person has the option of either choice. If you are serving at the south station of the fellowship hall, the one closest to the sanctuary, you will stay in the same place the whole time you are serving. The bread station will be close to the edge of the stage, the wine and grape juice station and cup basket will be closer to the wall.
Ushers who are stationed on the south side of the fellowship hall will take an offering bag in hand, so you can receive offerings people are giving as you usher them to communion. Start by dismissing the back row and send the people up toward the stage by the middle aisle. After communing, they will walk past the wall to return to their seats. If there are people sitting in your section who you see are challenged in their mobility, ask them if they would like communion brought to them in their seat.
When everyone in the south section has been communed, ushers can then also go forward to receive communion. And at that time, point out to the servers who in the congregation needs to have communion brought out to them.
And now about the North Station. North Station communion servers go to sanitize your hands and collect the bowl of bread wafers, a few gluten-free wafers, and 2 trays of wine and grape juice.
The north section usher will go with them, with their offering bag, to collect and move the table holding the empty cup basket. Together, the 3 of you will go to the south end of the middle section, the bread first, the wine and grape juice second, and the table with the cup basket right in front of the middle aisle. The wine grape juice server will place the extra tray on the edge of the stage to use later.
Then the usher will take the offering bag and go back to the back row, southmost middle section, and send the people down the same aisle in the same direction that the people in the south section are headed. But the middle section will go to the station on the right, and the south section to the station on the left. After communing and dropping their empty cup in the basket, they will return to their seats using the middle row. In each section, offer to any mobility-challenged person the option of having communion brought out to them. This will happen after both middle and north sections have communed.
After the first row has communed in that section, the communion servers will shift over to the next section, still in the same order. The usher will move the table with the basket to be in front of now the side aisle.
Then go to usher people from the back row of the north middle section down the middle aisle to commune, and then return by the side aisle between the middle and north sections.
Once the front row has communed, the usher will then grab the table and move it in front of the aisle by the north wall, and the communion servers will shift over once again to stand in front of the north section. The usher will send people from the back row down the aisle between the north and middle sections, and they will return to their seats by the aisle along the wall.
After the first row of the north section has finished communing, ushers may come forward for communion. After receiving communion, inform the servers of the location of any mobility-challenged people who have requested communion be brought out to them. Servers, please commune those who need communion brought out to them, and then go back to the wall station to commune each other. And then put away all the elements, putting all the empty trays on the bottom and the most full ones on top, and cover them with a cloth.
We hope this answered your communion serving questions. If not, please contact us in the church office at 651-429-5349 with any questions, or feel free to email us as well.
Thank you for serving the congregation in this powerful way.
Thanks, Grace people. Goodbye.